All right, first, before we begin, you're gonna have to forgive me. I think my stomach's a little sore today. Might be a little gassy. I don't know. Anyway, before we get back to gaming and everything, I wanted to first discuss a few things because of one thing that you have all allowed me to get, and you have all basically have wanted me to get, and we finally got it a few days ago. Boom. The PS5. That's what I'm talking about. So now, I don't know if you all know this, but I saw on the thing not long after I installed it and I had it all set up that you could pay a monthly subscription so you could play online because obviously I knew you would have to do that. But also, it doubles as a Game Pass when you pay a little extra. First one is 10 a month, which is pretty reasonable in comparison to what the Xbox had me deal with. And then after that, you can do 15 a month where you can get a few extra games on the side, like monthly games. So I thought that was very, very nice, very juicy, very, very nice. And then it doubles again, allowing you to get access to movies in a classic catalog, I believe, for premium. So that's what I got. 18 a month. That is insane. That's cheaper than Netflix, I think. That's incredible. And definitely twice as less that the Xbox was going to have me pay for. So I'm very glad I made this decision. However, with this decision also came something that me and my sister came to a realization. Divvying up the consoles. Now at this point we have the Xbox, we have the PS5, we have the Switch, and we have a headset. So that's 4 different things. Oh, and also my computer, but we each have a computer, so that really shouldn't count, to be honest. But we each have a Diviation available. Because originally we had no idea what we were going to do, like splitting between the Switch Lite to the Oculus is I think it's a very bad deal. So, finally, because of your support, I was able to get the PlayStation 5. The PS5 is what I call it. Very excited, especially because I can finally do Spider-Man. Yes, I've been waiting for so long to do Spider-Man. I've been waiting for this day to have the ability to actually play it to full completion whenever I want, for as long as I fucking want. Ever since it ever was announced when they were making, I believe, Far From Home. I think it was Far From Home. I don't think it was the original Homecoming, because I believe it was like in 2018. So we've been waiting for I've been waiting for 7 years for this. Oh my god, it feels so good. So thank you guys so much for that support. It means a lot. And I'm giving it back to you. Sorry, like I said, I'm a little gassy. I'm giving it back to you by getting premium, which means we have access to so many games. So if there's any game that you want to see me do a trial of, you want to see me try to beat 200%, which is technically platinum on the PlayStation, is what I heard. Or if you want to see if there's something very nice that's not available on either of those that's not even a basic catalog, which would be the third thing. Or just something that's on the PS5 that you think is interesting and say gets on deal on a sale one day. There you go. So just feel free to ask and I'll see what I can do, because at this point I have only purchased let's see. I did the Hitman collection. I did a Human Fall Flat because my sister wanted that one. I did Lego DC Villains because I didn't realize you could actually get that one for free at the time, and I was just like, it was on a really cheap deal of I think it was either $3 plus an extra dollar, or 10 and an extra dollar, and I was like, that's too big not to grab. Especially because it was one of our all-time favorites, especially with the story. I cannot wait to replay the whole fucking story for you guys. That's going to be insanely awesome. Let's see, I got those 3, and then it's on the tip of my head. I know I got Jackbox Party Pack 6 the other day because my sister and my friend were over, and, they wanted to do Trivia Murder Party, so I was just like, you know what? Fine, I'll buy it for you guys, but this means that I'm not getting anything else for a bit, and also it means that I am always going to be player 1, because it's my system. And then I believe the last thing was Poppy Playtime Chapter 1 for you guys. And I think that's all the purchases I made, just those PS5. I know there's a bunch of our games I have, like Overcooked, All You Can Eat right now. I got Hello Neighbor. I got like 7 different Lego games. I got GTA 5. I got, let's see, Doom. What's another one? The Last of Us, which my friend actually wanted to do. Um, mm, 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 mm. We got Astrobot on there, but that was free. Trying to think. Jackbox Party Pack 9, because that one was another one that was included. I got Toy Story 3 because I saw it and I was like, oh my god, it's from the Xbox, or it's like the Wii version, but apparently it's like imported from PlayStation Portable. And that's where we're going to lead into our next subject, is the game library. It's big, and right now it's the biggest I've ever been able to grow it so quickly. Like, at this point, I'm pretty sure I have like 50 to 60 games in my library, and I only paid for 5 of them. This is incredible. It's insane. Of course, some of them also that I definitely want to do. Unfortunately, I can only stream. Oh, Epic Mickey 2. I think you can only stream that, unfortunately. I think it's on my wish list, though, so it should be fine. But, I mean, there's some good classics on there that I had from the Wii, like Epic Mickey 2. I saw Toy Story Mania just today when I was getting back from work, and I was researching it. I was like, oh, well, put that on my wish list. That was a fun Wii classic, and I figured out what stream means. It means you can play the game without actually downloading it, which is a weird way of putting it there, of saying it. Why can't I download games that I can stream only? I don't know. I'm not complaining, but I'm just saying it's a little weird. I feel like they should have like marketed that a little differently to make it not confusing. Be like, oh, well, I don't want to go online. I just want to play it locally. Why is it called stream? Seems a little dumb in my opinion. It's fun to see some classics on there, but anyway, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. We need to discuss the gaming library, as well as finally getting into the discussion. Oh wait, give me 1 minute. I needed to actually I'll see this after. I forgot. Jackbox survey scrum. Actually, I suppose it's not copyright or anything. I mean, it's fine. What? What the? Oh my god, it is from Jackbox. What the? What? Oh, yeah. What? Okay, get out of there. So, I mean, it's Jackbox, so I'm gonna add it and get it later. I cannot believe you can get every Jackbox on the PS5. That's insane. I'm pretty sure I put them all on wishlist, so that will happen in the future one day, guys. We'll do streams of that and stuff. But anyway, even though my gaming library is big and there's a bunch of games I'm also trying that I've like saw on there that I would never do by paying for them and such, um, there needs to be a discussion made. Oh wait, my bad. I forgot there's a list I made on here. There needs to be a discussion, as well as the game votes. By the way, I might be pulled away from a video at some point, so you might see a little commercial break or something. Just pretend it's a commercial break because I got a package coming. My friend came over. He gave me a controller and a charger, which was very generous of him. And I told him he can have it back after he gets his own PS5 because that's what we agreed upon. But funny thing is, I already ordered one and it's black, and he's got a nice little blue one over here. So yeah, it was supposed to be here yesterday, but I guess it got delayed. Now it's coming today. Anyway, so game votes. I said these would end. Well, one of these was going to end at April 10th. And then the R2 would end around the time that the PS5 come here. So they're finally ended. And I'm finally going to live up to them. So the first thing was we got a three-way tie. GTA 5, Maneater, Apex, Burnout Paradise. And remastered, I put on here if demand is high enough. Now, please note that I can definitely do GTA 5 and Maneater. I cannot do Apex Addiction, though, on the PS5 itself. Burnout Paradise Remastered, as well as the Apex, are definitely on the wish list. Actually, I think they're on the wish list. I might actually now put Maneater on there. Siberia, Burnout Paradise. I did not. Give me 1 minute. Maneater. Truth Quest. Oh, free costume. Sweet. It was the tiger shark skin, which is impressive considering that that is exclusive to people who can only get the rare version of the disc. Very fucking impressive. Yep, that was just a notification saying, hey, you just purchased something. Congratulations. Hope you enjoyed it. It was free. I downloaded it. I wouldn't really say it was a purchase. Whatever. It's a little weird. Sometimes when you get things that are free, it notifies you anyway. It's like, thank you for buying this. You now own it. But when you get it from PlayStation Plus and you do it that way, it's like, doesn't count as a bought. It counts as like a borrowed, so it doesn't notify you. It's weird. Anyway, those three. So I do have all of those. Well, technically not remastered for Burnout Paradise. All on the Xbox. I'm very upset Hitman 3 didn't get on there, but don't worry. I have the deluxe version that is on my wish list for the PS5, and that would definitely be the version I get, so we would have everything. And I am not afraid to spend a little extra more if we have to get some other customizations and stuff, and you are really into seeing if it's worth it. I'm okay with that. Especially because of sales and whatnot. But anyway, those three won, and I want to confirm to you that we can do GTA 5, we can do Maneater, because we're, like, in those parts of the story of it, and can't do Burnout Paradise yet, all on the PlayStation. And, of course, we'll have to restart all progress, but I'm fine with that. In fact, if you want, I can just skip some of that for you. It's totally fine, but honestly, I probably won't, considering the fact that some of these might have been done before I was able to be this professional and had a mic and whatnot. I understand how to do any of this. So, yeah, it will be like more of a professional video. But if you don't want that to happen, here's where it comes in. For all these games and everything I'm about to list, you need to tell me whether or not we should start this completely brand new, or you want to see it continued straight from the Xbox. Because the way it works out now is me and my sister have a deviation of 2 consoles. She gets the Xbox. I get the PS5 because I paid for it, and that is more than fair. Even though I've spent like probably almost $500, which is probably about the exact same price that the Xbox has on games, and now they're all just going to her, but that's fine. I mean, with PS Plus, I can just get like most of those already, so I'm totally cool with that. And I'll probably just keep some of this, and it's all already under my account, so all I gotta do is get a new one day, and then set up with that account, and it's just like, boom, you got all back. And then, I believe this was her, right? Actually, I should do this for her. Yeah, because that's the door, and she's probably over there somewhere. So, she gets the Xbox, I have the PS5, and then I also get the Switch because she can purchase herself the Switch too, which is fair because I'm giving her the Oculus. because the PlayStation has a headset you can get. And yes, it is a bit more expensive than normal headset, but as a bonus for this headset, not only has it allowed me to play all the games that you can do on the Oculus, but also a bit more of playing some versions that you can do that are just normal games. Like Hitman, for example. You can actually play that in VR as well as Minecraft and stuff. But I think some of those are ending, but we'll get to that when it comes down the road. Anyway, the thing is, not only that, but also it's simpler than ever to actually be able to get these videos like recorded. You know, remember before when I did the Oculus and the last time I did it? I had to use that cord all the way in the back there, and I had to hook it up to my head, and then I had to put it all the way in this computer, and then I had to do like these screen shares and like record as I was like casting the whole device to it, and I could only do it, and I made the video look kind of crappy at points, and I had to kind of readjust, and it took like 5 minutes. And then I tried option 2, which was to divvy up into 10-minute sessions, and it was the worst thing I've ever done in my life and the hardest. But I did it, and even after that, it was only barely decent at my standard. And let's be honest, something like that takes a long time. This is so easy. I put in the HDMI to the casting card and put it in OBS and my 4K share, and boom. It's just like casting with a console. It's so fucking easy. Capture card with the HDMI cord solves it all. So you won't be seeing any VR until I get that headset. And trust me, we'll probably make it like a 250 subs reward or something. Or I'll maybe just get it somewhere down near my birthday. So, like 3 to 2 months. My birthday's in June. So, just so you know. Anyway, yeah, just want to let you be aware of that. So, do not ask for any VR yet. But there is also a section I saw on the PS5 where you can get VR games that are included with PlayStation Plus. So that means we could instantly just play 5 games when we get the headset. Isn't that incredible? I think that's pretty fucking incredible. Anyway, it's easier than ever. I did the research. It's going to be fantastic. I'm really excited. It means we can play VR a whole lot more easier, and we can just do it a whole lot longer than normal. Anyway, next tab is for these other games. West of Loathing. You don't have to worry about that one. That's computer. Don't have to worry. And then Shotgun King and Balatro, all computer again. You don't have to worry. I'll just have to remember them. But you also have to keep demand up. If I see no views, then I'm not going to be tempted to play it again. So you got to keep that up, which is why Five Nights at Freddy's has stopped for a bit. 2 videos, guys. Still no views. Can you do something about that? I think you can. And then Cuphead, right here. I can do that on the Xbox. But it's, I mean, I can obviously wishlist on PS5, but it's probably not going to get here for quite a bit. So, yeah. You're going to have to tell me whether or not you want that one to happen now, or if you're willing to wait when I get it, and then I just, like, get the platinum and stuff, which is what we're about to discuss. So, let's get to that. I think the best way to do it is if I can... Damn, hold on. Here. Actually, let me reload this page. I'm curious if anyone viewed any of these yet. I've been using our dumb HughesNet to upload some of these for the past day, because I've been using the hotspot from the library to, like, download so many games every day. Dang, look at that. 21 views for you guys on the unboxing video. Thank you very much. Very generous. All right. All right, hold it. Hold on just 1 second, guys. Oh, come on. Fine. I'll go to properties, you dumb piece of crap. How? I was literally just on this tab. You can't do that. That's cheating, game. There you go. There you go. I got it. All right, hold on. Sometimes that happens. I get the camera and then the game thing confused. There we go. Actually, maybe a little bit smaller. There we go. By the way, I'm giving this to you immediately, so you're not going to see any of this edited over. So deal with the screen. deal with it. Anyway, so as you can see here, 0 views. That one's fair. I mean, that was literally just today. 0, 0. Part 1, 20. I mean, that's fair. But if you want me to continue, you're going to have to show me a reason by continuing to watch them. And honestly, even if that does happen, you might have to wait at least until the end of this week because my dad is still recovering. So, remember the incident I told you? Oh, I probably never told you about, but if you go to my polls, I mean, you go to the posts, right here, right there it is. Second text, you can't miss it. Pretty basic stuff, but yeah, my dad had an accident, so he kind of got a little broken up head. They had to stitch it back. Long story short, he don't want to be hearing all that yelling and cursing. He don't want a headache, so trying to keep it down. That's why for the past few days I wasn't doing anything, and also because he was sleeping a lot earlier, which is the main reason as well why I can't record so late anymore. Just for now. He'll probably be back on his feet next week, so it's just a temporary thing. These things happen. It's fine. But yeah, if you want that to come back, please get those up. I don't care if you watch the full thing. If I see at least 1 view on both videos, boom, I'll get you that next video. And just know I still have not read the book. I really just have it sitting there. Now, of course, some of these also... Ooh, blueprints. Maybe we should get back on that at some point. What the hell? Part 11. Oh, right. These two are out of order. I don't know why they did that. It's so dumb. Some things are so dumb. Yeah, as you can see, like, some things are up, some things are down. Anyway, see, down, down, down. Please touch the artwork. Down. But you definitely enjoyed part 2, so I'll keep it up. And this is down, so honestly, like, I feel like that was a big highlight right there. Boss battle. Dicey dungeons. Seriously. Sheesh. But yeah, you get the idea. But that's not what I want to talk about. I wanted to talk about this playlist to playlist because this features every game that we've done on the channel. And as I told you, I made a vow. I even made a list right here with this sticky note and everything of original times and stuff that I used to do like 3 months ago. And I told you, I made a vow that I will complete every game on this channel that we do in this playlist to 100%. And I said it in this playlist now because I'm adding something because of the PS5, which we will discuss probably next week. So stay tuned for that. It definitely does include the PS Plus stuff. So beware. But anyway, as you can see, not there. Well, we haven't continued some of these in a bit. Anyway, this game, no. Come on, no, actually, I'm pretty sure that one's on the PS. I guess this one sort of counts, but as you can see, this one's on the Xbox, this one's on the Xbox. I'm pretty sure we didn't beat either of these. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to wipe these down before we start gaming today. They get like this every once in a while, especially because I do this. It doesn't help, you know. Dust gets everywhere. I can sense it. I can see it. But anyway, you probably noticed that both these have not been yet. No, wait. Both of these Lego Star Wars games have both not been completed yet to 100% on the Xbox. So there's 2 things we can do about this because they're on the PS5 as well as some we're going to talk about for every Xbox game at this point right now. Since my sister is going away to college in probably about a few months, she's going to be taking that with her. So that's where first thing comes in. If you see something that is on this list from the Xbox or something that you know that is on the Xbox that you want to see completed, you have to let me know as soon as possible so I can do it for you. Because if you do not tell me, I will ignore it and I will never do it for you until I can find an opportunity where I can find myself doing it with my own in the future or when I just purchase the game if it's available on the PS5. But I am aware there are a few Lego games that are not available on the PS5. and I definitely want to get through them. But I also noticed that there is quite a bit amount already on the PS5 itself. So let's just look through the playlist of that and make that be the tiebreaker. But anyway, both of these have not been completed. So we're doing this new thing where I'm calling, which is going with the PS era basically of what's happening, because we've basically had the major upgrade of this console. Like, this is one of the most advanced controllers on the planet. I know it's not the most advanced, because people have those newfangled models of like, you're able to adjust the positions of the buttons and you're able to have extra buttons in the back. But I like this controller the way it is. This is great. It feels nice. It's the most advanced thing I've ever had. And honestly, if you got more advanced than this, I would honestly not even care about it. There is one I did see, because you can customize the joystick so they can be more further in the back and more like the Xbox and stuff. But that is only for something far, far down the road that we don't need to worry about. But anyway, the thing is, we had a major upgrade. And we need to do this new thing, which I call 100% completion or platinum. If you want it to be 100% completed, that means we do it immediately. I go on the Xbox, I try to speedrun as fast as I can, and I try to get to 100% of the achievements as fast as I can, but also in a fun possible rate. And yes, this means I will probably be cramming a lot of them into one day, and it also means I'll probably be doing it like a daily series. But at least it'll be able to get out there before Anna goes to college and we don't have to worry about it. But that is only going to happen if you let me know that you want to see those games happen for it. So all you guys do is type out the name of the game and say 100% or platinum, and that will be it. Now, if you say platinum, we will not be doing it on the Xbox, but instead I'll be doing it on the PS5, and we will be playing it at a more reasonably paced out rate until we get platinum achievement and then move on to the next one. That's what will happen. It's a new thing, and there'll probably even be a playlist of platinum, and there'll even be a playlist that I make for myself of games to not only complete in the future one day, but also actually, I guess this playlist kind of works for that, but also games to get platinum at one day, or just trials that may not make it to the channel yet. So just know at this point, if a video does not have it in a playlist, it is not guaranteed we will complete it. So make sure demand is up and we keep things going. Obviously, you don't have to get crazy like this, but if I see some like 15 or even a possible 6 or 2, I'll be like, you know what? I'll continue doing it because you're enjoying it. But if I see 0 or just 1, I'm like, that's not enough. Even 1 like is enough to make me change my mind. And that's saying a lot, because some of these like 28, 33, still no likes. So, yeah, I'm not here for likes. I'm here to see if you're actually watching. And if you are, then that means I need to be making more. Anyway, Hitman 3. That will be happening. If you want that to happen now, you have to let me know. Now, seeing it wasn't on the game vote, again, that is not a guarantee or anything. But I do already have that one wishlist, so that one's not to worry. Hello Neighbor. Now, this one is a bit of the same thing with the Lego games, because I have it. So the thing is, we'll not be doing it until you tell me to continue. So here's the drill. I don't want to be a stickler, but I'm hoping by the end of this week, you can give me a clarity. Do you want me to play this game on the Xbox and beat it from where I started, of like the final act, and then after that, just say we're done with it for now and then platinum it later? Would you like me to just platinum it immediately? Because remember, when you get platinum, you be in the game not only to 100%, but you also got all the challenges and trophies. So the thing is, it's going to happen either way. So do you want it to do now or later? Well, actually, platinum now, or you want to do platinum after the Xbox? And you have to let me know as soon as possible, because that is not my console anymore, and it is not staying for that long. So you gotta notify me on these things, because if you don't, you're gonna miss your opportunity. It's not my fault. Oh my god. I just clicked this button. Oh, well, I guess you... whatever. Alright, we stopped here. Wii games, you don't have to worry about that. The Wii is staying here. We don't really care who gets it. And honestly, no one really plays it that much anyway. So, yeah, we can totally just keep it here. It's not to worry about. That one. This one is the game we're on right now. If you want me to continue it now, let me know. Otherwise, when we decide to continue in the future, I will have to restart the whole thing because I believe that one's on. Let me check. I know there is a bunch. Actually, let me just go through the list right now while I'm here. No, not captures. It's purchased. I got every Lego game I saw on that list. We got Ninjago, Batman 3, Lego World. Probably won't care about that one. Jurassic World, Lego Star Wars 2. So see, there's that one. Incredibles, Superheroes 2, Avengers. I could have sworn there were more than that. Lego Hobbit. DC Villains. I could have sworn there were more than that. Lego. Let me search it. I'm pretty sure there are more. Add-ons? No, we're not doing add-ons. Okay, Superheroes 1 is there. It is on the wish list. Skywalker Saga is on wish list. Harry Potter Collection is on wish list. I cannot believe I didn't get the Lego movie. Bro, there it goes. There we go. We got that one now. Oh, we do not have that one. I could have sworn... Oh, wait, hold on. Platinum. PlayStation Plus. There was a search on here, man. I'll have to search on the Xbox, on the PlayStation later. I'm not used to saying PlayStation yet. I wish I could just search it here. But it's not really that easy. Because the thing is, when you search on the app, it only gives you games that you can either purchase or install. It cannot show you games that you can stream, which I figured out how you could do Toy Story Mania from that. So, if any of those are available to stream, then we can do that. So I'm pretty sure I saw it on there, but yeah, because I also remember seeing Pirates of the Caribbean on there too, and then Lego Indiana Jones 2. So I'll have to update you on that Lego list before we get back into this. So just keep this in the back of your minds for now, I guess. That one will be probably redone later, but honestly, that we've already done that one already, so it doesn't matter. No. Fallout 4. That is a big one because I found the Game of the Year edition. It's on wishlist because it's a bit much, but I honestly love Fallout that much. I will do it. So that is a now or later. And I honestly don't know when later is. You're definitely going to have to wait probably a few weeks, maybe even a month because of how much I have to spend. And I don't really know like how much I get paid. I think I will get paid next week though. So keep that in the back of your minds. Don't worry about that one. That is on Cuphead. That one is a now or later. This one is a now or platinum. So keep an eye on that one. Burnout Paradise, that is a now or later. Don't worry about that. You already know why I'm playing that. Yep, you get the idea. Now, I know this video was long, and for all those who are watching, thank you very much, and you all have a mission. I don't really know how I'm going to be able to shorten down this video, but I am probably going to make a short later telling the main point of this, which is the fact that you want these done now or later. In fact, let me get a screenshot of this just so you can understand the basic concept of what I'm trying to talk about. There we go. The thing, I keep making it do automatic snapshots on these videos, but this one, I need you guys to know this is about the PlayStation. And, wow, this was a long video. But we needed to get all this out because this is important stuff. So, this is officially what's going to happen. All this stuff that's on the Xbox, I'm going to ignore it. And even though the game vote and everything has been done and yada, 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 if you don't watch this video, this is all your fault then. It's not going to do anything on the channel. I'm not going to play any of those games because we don't technically have permission to do them yet. And also, they're on the Xbox at this point. And there's, in fact, some games that I will definitely be wanting to be getting again because apparently the Toy Story 3s are very different. I only want to say a few about feelings about that. I will definitely be playing that one in the future at some point because technically is a new game for one, and two, I'm actually curious to see if it's very similar to the DS version because I played the DS version because I loved playing the Wii version, and then I discovered the DS version is not as good as the Wii version, and then I was only into the tower defense and I missed it, and it got me into tower defense in the DS version, and then after that I got the Xbox and I got it, and I was like doing hard research and I'm like, oh, well this one's totally it. And I was very happy, and then that's what made me realize that if they have it on the PS4, then obviously it's got to be the best version, or it would be just incredible. Now, I was aware that there was kind of a PlayStation Portable before, but I didn't think that's what they would do. Especially because it looked exactly like the version that you download to play on the Wii and Xbox. So I was very upset by that, and I'm still excited to see what it's like, but also the thing that I think is the most missed opportunity is the fact that most games, when you see them, you can download them both of a PS4 version and a PS5 version. Now, I'm not sure why you would download a PS4 version unless there was like some concept art or exclusive stuff, but honestly, PS5 seems like the best way to play it, so that's the way we're going to do it. But especially because of the DLCs they automatically put them into. But if it was me, and I was developing it, and I know it's technically the same title, and they have two versions because the PS3 did introduce that version of the game later that was imported from Xbox originally, and slash the Wii, because there were like, apparently there's like 2 to 3 different versions. The DS, PlayStation Portable with the PS2 to 3, those were all technically 1 or 2 groups, and then the other group was the Wii, Xbox, and PS3, actually, yeah, PS3, because PS2 was next to portable, which is when they had the terrible technology and whatnot, but you get the idea. If it was me, I would have been like, the PS4 version can be imported from the PS Portable, and then the PS5 version, that can be imported from the god heavenly PS3. I'm not sure why they went with the worst one, but I'm just glad I didn't have to pay for it, because if I had to pay for it and I realized I got scammed, I would have been pissed off. But I just saw it and it was included in the PlayStation Plus, so I can't complain about it yet until I actually play it. And if they do have an R version on there that I can't find for some reason, but I'm pretty sure I did all the research, so let me know immediately, and I will buy it, no questions asked. Because damn, that game is so worth it. Probably one of the best Disney games I've ever seen in my life. And that's saying something because I played 3.0 of Disney Infinity. Anyway, that's going to do it. You get the drill on things. So the way it's going to work, if you haven't been paying attention, you skip to the end of the video and you want to recap. Every game that was either voted or as a playlist of Xbox, I am stopping until you tell me by either one comment or, actually, yeah, you can only tell me by comments. What am I talking about? So you have to tell me via one comment, and you have to specify. You have to type the name of the game, and then you have to say now or platinum. Now, if you don't want to say now, you can say Xbox, or you can say play immediately. But the only way I'm going to be able to understand that if you want me to do it on the PlayStation you're willing to wait, you have to say platinum. That is the only way that I will not do it immediately. So just be aware of that. So there you go. And if you just type the name of the game, I'll probably ask you, which one do you want? Do you want me to do it now, or do you want to wait when I platinum it on PS5? That's what I'm going to ask you every time. So don't just be spamming all those things in there. And if you want to go back to look at my other previous footage about all the games that were on there, there's a bunch of videos you can do. There's even, in fact, one short that is somewhere on my page that is literally showing you my entire game collection. I will not show you my PS5 collection until we start to build it up, but just know that I have PlayStation Plus Platinum, I mean Premium, so I have access to hundreds of games and trials and exclusive discounts. So if there's something that you want to see that you know is on that list and you know it's free, then hook me up. And I will say yes no matter what, because I want to try some new games. Okay? Good. And until then, what's the plan? Is I'm going to continue giving you the playlists of the ones that I think you deserve via the votes on the computer, as well as some ones that I know are getting updated and such, and also a few games from the PlayStation, or PS5 is what I'm just going to try and call it. And I can give you the first 3 that we're going to do guaranteed right now. The first one is Poppy Playtime Chapter 1. I'm going to beat that, and then I'm going to move on to the next thing, which is going to be Astro's Playroom. And then once I beat that, I'm moving on to Astrobot, because apparently it's like a sequel, and I think it's going to teach you a bit of the controller, which I'm really excited, because I love this controller, and I actually want to get really used to holding it, because this is fantastic. Just look at the buttons, look at the precision, the mouse pad, there's a built-in mic, there's a microphone, well, I said there's a mic, there's a speaker. Oh my god, I just love this, especially because you can just do this, and there's certain tips and tricks I've seen about 5 videos about all the kinds of stuff you can do with the PlayStation and such. I'm a little upset I cannot still figure out how to turn on my TV and the PlayStation at the same time by only turning on the controller, because my TV is probably an outdated model, so that's probably why it's not working, but that's whatever, you know. Anyway, I gotta stop rambling. I gotta set up immediately for Poppy Playtime, because if I do not do that soon enough, then everyone's gonna get mad at me for yelling and cursing and screaming, because it's gonna happen, because it's a horror game. Also, the moment I get that done, I can play Astro's Playroom. I can finally play something else because you guys voted it. It's the first game, and I'm living up to my word. Anyway, with that said, peace out, gamers. I hope you're excited for what's to come, and please, again, you have to tell me platinum or now, otherwise I will not do them. And if you do not want to watch this video all the way to the end, then don't worry, I'll do a short that is basically summarizing a bit of it. But if you did watch this to the end, give yourself a nice big hug, a great pat on the back, and give yourself a nice crisp high five, and I love you. And thank you for watching the very end. You don't have to leave a like. Viewing it was more than enough to satisfy me. Have a great day, and bless your heart, I hope you live a great life. See you soon.